What's up, y'all, and welcome to Effect House. Effect House is a software that you can use to make augmented reality effects for TikTok. Effects are a way for you to inspire creativity, boost viewership, and engage in challenges and community events. Best of all, Effect House is available for free and doesn't require a programming background, so anyone can use it. Today, we're going to get you started with learning how to use Effect House so you can become a master creator in no time. First, we'll go over how to download and log into Effect House. Then, we'll take a tour of the Effect House interface and walk through the basic process of creating and publishing an effect. Let's jump right into it. If you haven't already, you'll want to download Effect House, which you can do by going to our website at effecthouse.tiktok.com. There, you can click on the download button in the upper right and choose the correct version for your computer. Keep in mind that there are minimum system requirements for downloading the software, so make sure your computer meets those requirements. Alright, so once you have Effect House downloaded, you'll be prompted to log in with your TikTok account, which you can do by scanning the QR code with the Add Friends function on the TikTok app, or by logging in via desktop. Now that we're logged in, let's take a look at our homepage. At the top, you'll see banners showcasing feature highlights and how you can get involved with the Effect House community. So be sure to keep an eye out for cool new things. Beneath the banners, you'll find the most recent projects you've been working on, as well as a few recommended templates. Templates are pre-made effects that you can open and modify to your liking. They're a really great way to dive into effect creation since they often showcase cool capabilities and allow you to make awesome effects without having to start from scratch. You can access an entire list of templates from the Templates tab and browse through them by category. Here's a couple right here. You can also find a complete list of your recent projects from this tab over here. If you want to create a new project from scratch, you can click on the Create Project button. And you can also click on the Open Project button to browse through your files on your computer. Down here, there are links to the Effect House website and our learning resources. Be sure to check those out. The Learning Resources page has step-by-step tutorials, guides, and tips for the best practices. There's also a feedback form you can submit and a button to log out. Down here, next to your username, you'll see a badge, which reflects your progress and milestones in Effect House. Underneath that, the Manage Effects link will take you to an analytics webpage where you can examine how your published effects are performing. Isn't that cool? Now that we've seen the homepage, let's actually try to make an effect. I'm going to use one of these pre-made templates to start with. Here, we are inside the Effect House workspace. This interface is composed of a few different panels, so let's walk through each one and define some of the basic terms while we're at it. First, let's look at the preview panel, which shows a preview of your effect, and it mimics the TikTok interface on your phone. You can actually change the preview media from this menu. And you can even use the video feed from your webcam. At the bottom, you can also change the TikTok UI, depending on what mobile device you want to mimic. If you want to hide the preview panel, you can just click on this button over here. You can also undock the preview panel if you want to manipulate it as a separate window. In the upper left of our workspace, we have the hierarchy panel, which houses objects. Now, objects are these individual elements that make up your effect. You can toggle object visibility by simply clicking the checkbox next to individual objects or groups of objects. To add an object, all you have to do is click this Add button. Browse through the categories and select your desired object. If you select an object in the hierarchy panel, like this bling object that's already selected, you'll see that it's made up of different components, which you can view in the Inspector panel. The Inspector panel holds all of the components, which are the elements that actually make up and control the effect. Each component has specific properties, which are the settings that you can fine-tune and adjust to your liking. The Scene panel here shows a 3D or a 2D view of all the objects added to an effect. You can manipulate objects and control the view here. So, for example, if I add a 3-dimensional object to the hierarchy panel, like a 3D image, I can click these buttons up here in the Scene panel to move it around. in 3D space. Rotate the
What's up, y'all,
object
and welcome to Effect House. Effect House is a software
and
that you
even
can use.
scale the object's size. You can also move around in the scene panel by holding down the Command or Window keys and moving the mouse. Or you can rotate the view by right-clicking and then moving the mouse. If you want to reset the view to default, you can just click on this Reset View button over here. Two-dimensional objects, like eyeshadow, will show a 2D screen in the scene panel instead of a 3D space. The Assets panel over here is where you can import or add built-in textures, materials, 3D models, and audio. This template comes with preloaded assets like this freckle material that you can edit the color of in the inspector panel. Let's add a little bit of red, maybe? Or let's do blue. Yeah, let's do blue. That looks nice. If you want to import your own assets, you can do so by clicking on this Add button and selecting from any of these import options. If you want to import pre-made assets, you can choose from this asset library up here. Oh wow, these look pretty cool. Yeah, you can browse all of these. Finally, we have the Graph panel, which you can use to perform visual scripting. Visual scripting is a graph-based programming method that lets you create interactive effects without needing to write text-based code. So instead of writing code from scratch, you can just arrange and connect these little blocks called nodes to create flows of logic. Like the Preview panel, you can hide this panel from view by clicking on this button. And you can undock the panel to move it around. You can make pretty impressive and detailed effects with visual scripting. So be sure to check out our online documentation and video tutorials on getting started with visual scripting. For now, let's just add a pre-made visual scripting package called an interaction to make our effect more engaging. All I need to do is click on the object that I want to make interactive, like this bling object, go to the inspector panel, click Add Interaction, and then choose. Let's select Tap Screen to toggle visibility. You'll see that this adds a pre-built visual scripting feature here. And now I can toggle the Blings object visibility every time I tap on the preview. Pretty neat, right? If you want to preview your effect in TikTok, you can just click on this Preview in TikTok button, which generates a QR code that you can scan using the TikTok app's scanner function. Let's say that we're satisfied with our effect and now we're ready to publish it. So we'll click this Submit button. We need to upload a thumbnail that represents our effect, which we can do here. Be sure to check out our guide on best practices for creating effect thumbnails. Don't worry, we got you. Then we'll need to name the effect. And we can also add a hint for users if you want to. The effect package size is shown here. It's within the size limit, so we're good to go. Once you click Upload, you'll be directed to a web page where you can define the effect category. In this case, it's beauty. Now you can add tags such as sparkle and comments as well. Finally, you will choose an active Effect House challenge to submit your effect to. And now you're done. All that hard work is paid off. Now you can click Submit, you'll see a success page, and your effect will be reviewed by the Effect House team to make sure it's good for publication. Great job. Now that you know the basics, feel free to browse through the templates and play around with Effect House. Stay tuned for more tutorials on getting started and creating effects so you can take your creativity to the next level. The sky is the limit. We can't wait to see what you make. For more information on getting started with Effect House, be sure to check out our documentation at effecthouse.tiktok.com.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? A lot of familiar faces in the chat. We're live streaming to TikTok Live and YouTube at the same time. So just be aware of that when I'm like looking down. So you guys don't think I'm just staring down into the abyss for no reason. But it's nice to see you both YouTube chat and TikTok chat. Um, Very nice to meet you. I see on the poll that we have YouTube that there are some people who've never created an effect before, all the way to people who have created more than 6 times. So, very diverse audience today. Everybody is super welcome to visit our crash course. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I'm Celine. I'm the community manager for Effect House, and I'll be your guide through the Effect House crash course journey. With me on the chat, I have community managers Fran and Chinyu, and always Carol running the stream. So say hello to the Effect House family, everyone. So nice to see you. I see DevSeb, I see Andin, I see Libardo, I see everyone. So excited. On the TikTok side, we have Blessing, we have Rolling with DARS. You guys seriously don't have to send us any roses. We're trying to find out how to block that at the moment, but welcome both audiences. It's really nice to see you guys. So for those of you who have never created an effect before, is this also your first time joining a TikTok live? Please let me know in the comments. Also, be sure to press that like button so that we get some cute little hearts going up. But otherwise, how's everybody doing? It is Monday here in LA where I'm based, and I had a pretty non-eventful weekend. I did go and get some amazing Korean food at this downtown place called Toki. That was really delicious. I went with my friends a couple weeks ago, but then I was absolutely obsessed to go again, and I went to Costco, but otherwise, no big deal. Please let us know in the comment section what you did over the weekend. I want to know. Lord says hi. Oh, cute sunflower emojis. We are very excited. Geraldine says it's my first time. Andin says it's my first time. Wow, that's lovely, guys. Thank you so much for joining today. Okay, I see that Aku South is joining in from Turkey. Oh, the speaker emoji says hey ya. Jada says hi. Lion Cloud says hello. Ooh, Augmented Savage says they've been working on some green screen filters, which we'll cover in the crash course. That's great, everyone. Okay, let's get started. So, before in today's live, we will create a makeup effect together. But before we get started, let me explain to you how the Crash Course system works. So, Crash Course is a 3 week system that's designed to help you learn, create, and publish your first effect and get rewarded. My favorite part. In the first week, we've uploaded some videos that you can watch. This is our Discord forum, which is where you can go to ask questions and interact with our community. It's community.effecthouse.com. But if you go there, you can see our forums. We have a beginner section, and that's where the Crash Course forum is located. And if you go over here, you can see the full agenda for the 3 weeks. We're already into week 2, but in the last week, we have uploaded 1 videos each day. So I think there's about 7 videos that we uploaded last time, and then 3 more videos we uploaded earlier. So there'll be 10 videos in total. And on the second week, which is this week, we are going to have a live every week, every day of the week. Today is the first day, and then we'll have it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Thursday, Friday. Um, Informational topics that's related to the videos that was presented in week 1. So, in we know it might be a little difficult for you to attend the live every single day just because it has a specific time work frame, but it is okay. In order to address the questions you had from the episode and interact with you guys, we are going to upload the recorded video that's happening right now to our forum and YouTube channel which is right over here. And that's where you can rewatch the live, even if you miss it on real time. Now, what is the benefit of attending these live events, you might say? If you attend all 7 days of the live, which is 5 this week and three next week, you win an Effect House Crash Course certification. So let me actually go and show you guys because I think it's absolutely adorable. Our design team did a fantastic job. Ta-da! This is what it looks like. We will send this certification to you with your username and it will be customized to you. So you'll be able to share it on your LinkedIn. You can post it as your TikTok story, or you can upload it to whatever place you want. And we will give it to you if you attend all of the live sessions, which is more of a motivator for you guys to attend. And if you're already here today, I see Libardo, Geraldine, Andine, Panda, Corn is me. That's a really cute nickname. You're already 1/7 of the way there. So thank you everyone for attending. Noe says, I didn't know about the crash course until this week, so I can go back and watch all of the videos from last week. That is a amazing question. And yes, the answer is yes. All of the videos are in our YouTube channel, or you can find it in our website as well. So you can go there and rewatch all of the videos. And this is the first day of the live, so you're not missing anything. Let's see, more questions. Joe says, what are we doing today? Great question, Joe. We are going to be creating a makeup effect. Fam says, Archie, a smiley face. Yeah, you can see here that Archie is very proud that he has accomplished this crash course. He has a blob that says, I did it, and awarded to Archie. What if we attend on TikTok and some on YouTube? Okay, that's a great question. So, in order to tell us that you attended the live sessions, or if you retroactively watched all of the live sessions, during the point in the live, I will ask the question, and you can go to our forum page, which is right here, and leave the answers to the question in this post to show that you attended the live. For example, I don't know if I should tell you today's questions yet, but let's say, for example, today's question was, what is your favorite fruit? Then you would go to our forums under day 1 of Crash Course Live, click on this reply button, and then you will write down what your favorite fruit is. At the moment, I was a big mango gal, but recently I've been very into kiwis. I actually have a serious problem where I eat too much kiwis, and because it's acidic, it gives me terrible stomach ache. So now I have been limited to 2 kiwis a day. If I try to eat 3, my roommate will literally have to cut me off and say, "You are cut off, Celine. You cannot have 3 kiwis." So that is my favorite fruit at the moment. I wonder what your favorite fruits are. Please leave them in the chat right now. I want to see. Any other kiwi fans? Okay. So, just a clarification, you can go watch all of your videos at your own time. And for the live sessions, go to our forum post, day 1 of our course live. I will share the link to this in our chat right now. And then you can go comment there the answers to the question. Sounds good. And then since we have 7 lives, the 8th one, the very last one, is an award ceremony where we're giving out all these certifications and looking over at all of the effects that you guys have submitted. That one is not mandatory. So for the 7 lives, we will go check on the forum. So there'll be 7 posts. This one's for day 1. We'll also have one for day 2, day 3, day 4. And at the end, if you've commented on all of these 7 posts, we will give you a certification. Sounds good? Let me know if you guys have any questions. Geraldine says, I love kiwis. Oh, lovely. Another fellow kiwi fan. I love it. Andine says apples. Actually, Andy, now that you speak of it, it's actually very funny because I think a couple weeks ago I did a survey on what is people's favorite apples. And for some reason, I forgot to include all of the green apples. So people were saying I only favor red apples. So it's a little running inside joke amongst the House Live community. Ooh, Panda Corn is me says grapefruit. I love grapefruit. In college, my friend made me a grapefruit pudding, chia seed pudding, and that was literally the best thing ever. She says she found the recipe from Work Times, so maybe you go check that out. But basically, you make like a pudding with some milk and chia seed and water, and then you put some grapefruit, and then you drizzle honey on it. So it's super easy to make, and it is delish. Okay. Ooh. Rolling with the Roses says their favorite fruit is watermelon. What's the website we sign on? So the website is Effect House Discord Effect House forums. So the link would be http://community.effecthouse.com. And you can also find it on our website as well. Okay, let's get started. I see you and only you says, awesome, you guys are doing a live. Congratulations. Thank you so much. I'm glad you could be here. Thank you. Oh, I also have to mention another added bonus slash reward. If you follow along with the crash course program and post an effect under hashtag my first TikTok effect, which is our mission, like a little challenge. You can see it in the submission page. I'll walk you through that through the process to show you how you can submit to that mission. You have a chance to win the new creator bonus, which is $10 in USD virtual gift cards, but this might vary by region, and a Rookie Rockstar Award, which is a chance to be featured in an official Effect House website slash newsletter or other social channels. So the effect that you create might be featured on our page. I think that is super exciting. When I was a new creator, I was definitely a little bit intimidated to use the program. But now that we have this great onboarding course and a chance to be featured on the website, I think this would be a great motivator for you guys to participate and learn and see your name on the channel. So I'm so glad that everybody is here. Ooh, Tete says hi. Hi, Tete. Before moving on, looking at the polls, have you ever created an effect before? 33% of you said never. So I am so glad you guys are here, my cute newbies. 19 people said one or two times. That's amazing. 3 to 5 times. Ooh, we're getting into the advanced zone here. And some people, 43 people said, percent of people said 6+ times. That's fantastic, guys. Um, Panda corn is me. Can I enter the challenge if I've already made effects? Yes, I believe you should. I think there is a limit though, which I can double check with you on how many effects qualifies you as a new creator. But let me check that and get back to you. Panda corn is me. That is a great question you had. Amazing. Okay. Finally. Sorry, today's a lot of announcements because today's our first day. We have a new post called Crash Course My First TikTok Effect Showcase. So if you look over here, it's just a page where everybody can link their effects. So if you created anything during the crash course period, or if you submitted something to mission, link it here so we can watch it together. We can play with it. We can actually try it. We can give you feedbacks. So definitely try to do that. For oh, okay. Amelia says, for a makeup filter, do we need any other programs. So that is exactly what we're going to do in today's session. In order to create an effect like the filter part, you only need Effect House, which is our program. But in order for you to, like, let's say you want to draw a heart here, or you want to draw eyebrows, then you might need some external programs, maybe Photoshop, GIMP, Procreate. Today I'm going to use Procreate and I'll show you how to make your first makeup effect. What else? Perfect. Panda Corn is me asked, will you learn how to use Photoshop to make effects? We will use Procreate, but I know that we have this exact session on how to create your first makeup effect using Photoshop. So if you are a Photoshop user or more comfortable with Photoshop, you can definitely go over there to check it out. Okay, if everyone is ready, let's get started. So I'm going to move over to my computer that has the Effect House loaded. You guys saw the previous videos and have Effect House downloaded, right? Does everybody have Effect House on their computer? If yes, put a little thumbs up in the chat to make sure. Ooh. Yes, Rolling with the Roses. Do you go live at the same time for 7 days? Yes, we do. That's a great question. There's a lot of funny chats in the TikTok live as well. Make a Shrek mask, make a cat mask. These are really good ideas. I'll actually try to make them. Okay, I can see that people are putting the thumbs up. Thank you, everyone. So this is what our program looks like. If you don't have our program downloaded, we will also link you a video that shows you where you have to go to download the program. So don't worry if you don't have the program yet. But if you do have it, it should look like this. We actually just got a little bit of a brand new look. I think this part is a little like fatter, which I think is cuter. And these are all our templates. So templates are kind of like a existing build on blocks, so you can easily get started with Effect House. By if you Even if you don't know how to code or do any complicated stuff, you can click on these templates to get started. So today I am going to click on, let's see, the freckle makeup here. And below each template, there is your level like beginner, intermediate, advanced. So you can also use that to see which templates you should start with. Let me click on what is the mean hashtag? You mean hashtag my first TikTok effect? It means like, oh, this is your first time publishing your TikTok effect. And it's very exciting. And you are a great, beautiful newbie. Okay. Let's see. This is a horrible angle for me because you can see the chin, but you can see that this is what our freckle makeup looks like at the moment. Let me wait. No. Oh, they said something might be wrong with my screen share, so give me 1 minute, guys, to troubleshoot. Okay, perfect. I think we're back on track. Give me 1 minute for us to transition to the new thing. Perfect. Okay, we're good. This is a terrible angle for me, but I'm sacrificing myself to show you guys how to use the tool. So you can see here that we already have different aspects loaded. So you can see that you can add things like contour, the blush, the eyeshadow, the eyelashes, the lips, and even change the eye color. So we're going to go into them step by step and kind of, I'll even teach you how you can create your own assets to put to replace the existing assets. Let's say you don't want your eye color to be blue. Instead, you want it to be red. I'll show you how to do that, and I'll show you how to add stuff like blush or contour. So it'll all be very, very exciting. Are you guys following along? Let's see. Okay. YouTube side looks good. As a new creator, creating an effect is hard for me. Yeah, I definitely understand. When I first started, it was also very intimidating, but it's okay because you have me and all of the wonderful videos to help guide you. If you have any questions following along, just leave it in the chat and I'll go through it together with you. Okay, everyone is good. So this part is the hierarchy where we can see everything that's going to be applied in this effect. This is the assets panel. So it's kind of like your finder. Let's say I wanted to add something new. Maybe I wanted to add a new eye uh, eye color, and I drew something and I wanted to put it here. Then I will go to my downloads and maybe I'll just drag and drop to right here. This part is seen. So if you click here, you can see that something is here. You can move this. You can rotate the scene view. Let's say I wanted to have something 3D here, maybe a cube. Then you can see that it's happening here. And by adjusting in the scene panel, that we'll be able to move it. This is the preview, so this is what your effect will actually look like. Actually, a pro tip that not a lot of people uses, this is the recording screen, right? But let's say you want to see how the video will look like in the TikTok UI. If you click this button, you can change it to the For You page, so you can see how the effect will look like in the For You page. This is important because sometimes people create text up here or down here or bottom here, but then it'll be covered by the TikTok UI and you won't be able to see it. So by trying it on different settings, you can see if it's not covered. Let's say Damiko says, why does this only work on PC and not include mobile too? Actually, it's not completely same to Effect House because Effect House can create more advanced effects, but there is an option to create an effect in your phone. So maybe I'll show you that as well. But in the moment, let me just go through the Effect House program. Uh, Okay, let me delete the cube because we don't need it at the moment. And let's go through these together. So the way you add stuff to the face, if you click the add object button and under face effects, there's all these options. Face mask is something that sticks to your face. So it's kind of like coloring. Let's imagine you have a crayon and you're drawing on the face. That's what face mask will look like. If I try to add something, you can see that this is my face and it's been applied to my face. So if I move it, it will still stick on my face. I can try to change the texture to something else. Let me see if there's any. And you can change the opacity. So you can make it super, super duper bright or super duper transparent. So it's like almost there. Another way of adding something to the face is by face sticker. So what this will do is it will float kind of above your face. You can see it's still tracking my face, but there's a little space between my face and this face. So let's say you wanted to create a cute cat whisker and you wanted to kind of go outside of your face, then you can use the face sticker button and draw little cute whiskers. Okay. Now let's move on to our iPad side so I can show you how to create the assets. So if you go to our website, you will be able to see the face asset page that you can download. Let me actually show you face asset. out. So this is our website. It's effecthouse.tiktok.com. But here we teach you, it's just loading. Don't worry about it. My computer's being a little slow right now. Yes, it's fully loaded. But here you can learn about all of the different parts of Effect House, from the 2D screen, the 3D, here, face. So all of the things that we'll be covering today. So if you want to go on and do a little more of your own exploring, you can go to our website as well. So I think under getting started, we have a guide on make your first effect. And if you go under here, you can see the Photoshop tutorial on how to create your first effect. And if you, I think under face mask here, you can see all of the things that it does. So like I showed you, this is the entire page. This is the eyelashes, this is the eyes, and this is the lips. But today we will use, and you can download the base of where you need to draw the effects on our website as well. Let me show. Oh, I'm losing my Procreate screen. Let me restart. Sorry, I'm working with my screen sharing. My computer is being a little slow today. But in the meantime, please tell me if perfect. Okay, I got it. So we have our iPad screen. So over here, I'm going to go to my Procreate. Waiting for Carol, can you please change the screen to my iPad screen, please? Thank you. Thank you. Carol is helping me run the stream today. So you can see if I click on Procreate, these are all of the drawings that I've been doing. I also use Procreate to brainstorm a little. These are the photo settings that you can draw on to make effects, but I'm going to go to photos and open up my base photo. This is actually linked in the day one forum post. So if you want to get access to these photo images, that's where you can go to find them. But let's get a recommendation on what we should create as your face effect. What look do you guys want to see? I'm maybe thinking towards I want to do like a red lip and bold, colorful makeup. But let me know what you guys think. I'm looking in the chat right now. I know there might be a couple seconds delay. A duality filter. That is a great idea. If I'm understanding it correctly, I think a duality filter is when you do like a half half. So one side is, for example, night and day, or it can be scary and happy. I think that would be super, super fun. Okay, I am going to implement that idea. Tell me what this side should be. Someone said Pikachu cheeks. I think that is adorable. We should definitely do that. Maybe we should do like one side is cute and adorable, and the other side is scary. Ooh. Panda Corn is me, says eyeliners. Yes, I love that idea. We all need a great eyeliner. Let's see. So what you got to do when you're drawing these things is you got to always create a new layer, because if you just use this bottom layer, then when you export the image, the bottom photo will always be exported with the image. Oh no, what is happening with the Wi-Fi? Okay. So make sure to create a new layer. I'm going to make one side kind of like a Pikachu because I really love that idea that you guys suggested. So, ooh, that is a wide brush stroke. Choose a nice brush. Here. I'm gonna get this side. And then drag and drop so that it's filled up. I'm going to lower the opacity a little bit so you can actually see the person. And then I'm going to apply the red drawing like a Pikachu. This is funny, funny, funny. Is this what you guys imagined? Let's see the other side. Create another layer. How about I do this side? What's the opposite of Pikachu? I don't know. Maybe I'll draw something that is like a normal makeup effect, okay? So I want this person to have like pink blush. So I'm going to go over here, go over to my default brush. Let's see. Also, all of these pro brushes, you can go online and search for how to download Procreate brush. But I also use a lot of like the default brushes that they give me. So I'm going to select the areas that I want to blush. This is how I do my makeup. So you guys are actually getting a sneak peek into my daily makeup routine. I always like to put the blush like right here instead of it being like over here or lower. I used to do that, but I feel like recently people want that snatched, I don't know, elevated look, and I've been loving it, so I've been doing kind of that. Wait, is everybody just staring at my face now? I'm shy. Okay. Next up, let me add some contour. So I am maybe gonna use this person's default shadows. You can, if you hold and tap on it, like if you hold on the Procreate screen, you're able to export color from any side. So I'm going to kind of try to take this person's natural given shadows and make it lower. So let me give it a little oh, the thing is a little dark, so I'm going to lower the size a little bit. Okay, apply, and then a little here as well. And then here. And then what you're going to do is go on the top, select Gaussian blur. And then if you drag it to the right, it will automatically blend. I wish we had this feature in real life because I would also not want, it would be lovely if didn't need to spend 5 minutes of the day just like trying to brush out my contour. This would be so useful. Okay. Now, here comes a mega tip. Usually, I see a lot of people who are drawing eyeliners here. I'll actually draw one to show you why you shouldn't do that. Let's say you wanted to do an eyeliner like this. If you export this to the face mask, now I have it on my computer side. So you can see that I just airdropped, but you can also use email or other sources in order to send your, I am drawing this on Procreate. You can also use it to send, use email or other sources to send it. But now I am on my computer. Carol, can you switch to my computer screen? Perfect. Thank you. So now that I have this, I'm just going to drag and drop. And you can see that that texture has been added. That's fantastic. But let's say I go to face mask and I change the texture to what we've just imported, which is this one. You can see now that it's been applied on this side. But if I close my eyes, it kind of stretches out. So that's not what I want. I want the eye makeup to stay coherently with me when I make different facial expressions, or if I move around or close my eyes. Closing the eyes is the big one. But what I want to do is, if I go back to my Procreate screen, there is a section that just shows eyelashes. So this is the default eyelash page. So I like to go in and modify from this what I want to do, like eyeliner wise. Hey, stop. My cat is stepping on my iPad. So the benefit of adding here is when you're closing your eyes or doing stuff, it won't stretch out as much. So let me try to add some eyeshadow here. Use this as a base. And just to reiterate, you can download all of these photos on our forum download page. So let's say this is an eyeshadow look that I want to go for. Draw the basic shape. Go to Gaussian blur. Gaussian blur just makes everything look much more professional. Okay. And if you go over here and under canvas, you can click on animation drawing guide. And then if you click on symmetry, what you do on this side will also be reflected on the other side as well. So for example, ta-da. So this is how you create symmetrical makeup and you don't have to fix. Because whenever I'm drawing eyeliner in real person, I do a really amazing eye. And then I'm like, wow, that's amazing. My eye makeup is. Oh, you're not on the Procreate screen. Carol, can we please go to the Procreate screen, please? Perfect. Thank you. I'll be saying whenever I'm making transitions from now on. So whatever, let me re-show you how to add a symmetrical line. So let's say you created a new layer like this. If you go to the settings and under drawing guide, if you click edit drawing guide, you can go over to symmetry. And then if you press done, everything that you're doing on one side will be mirrored to the other side. So when you're doing your makeup, it's really useful because then it will be whatever you do on this side will also be the same on this side. So you don't make a horrible eyeline mistake like I did, where this side is like beautiful, but the other side is always off by a little bit. So that's one thing I love about having a virtual AR makeup. So let me recreate this side. I'm just going to draw in. Just going to draw in the approximate shape that I want. And then I'm going to go over here, click Gaussian blur, drag this to the right a little bit, and then we'll have our eyeshadow shape, which is perfect. Maybe I want to add my eyeliner as well in this blue color. So I'm going to go over and select a thin brush, and then draw the eyeliner. I'm intentionally trying to only use the brushes that are default in the Procreate, so you can follow along. But let's say you draw something like this. Eyeline. Okay, I might even do a little Gaussian blur on this as well. And then just oh, oopsie daisies. Okay, I'm done. And then reapply the end line so that it's sharp, but everything else is nice and well blended. Oh no, I forgot to mirror it. No worries. What you got to do is click duplicate. And then if you go up to the select button and flip horizontal, and if you drag it over, bam, that's sometimes what I do when I forget to create the assist layer. Now that everything is done, let me quickly add some fun undercolor as well. I'm going to do, yes. So now that I am done with this process, I'm going to share this as a PNG and I'll show you guys exactly how to import it. Let's go to my computer screen. Ta-da! So exactly like what we did last time, I'm going to drag and drop. Perfect. And we already have a eyeshadow panel. So right now, this is what we have as eyeshadow. But it's and you can see on the screen on the left as well here. But I don't really like it. It's brown, it's plain, so I want to change to the eyeshadow thing that we've imported. So I'm going to go over here under texture. I'm going to select the thing that we sent over to our computer, and bam, you have a new eyeshadow makeup with the purple thing that you just added. And you can try with different blending modes. So let's say this is the normal. You can also see how it gets applied here. I think this is a little more vibrant. If you do multiply, it's going to show, it's going to reflect a little bit of what's underneath the image. So like your actual skin tone and stuff. So I usually like using multiply, but if you want to see something like that's out there, that's bam, you can also use screen, which makes this like super, super light. I think this is a fun look as well. And let's go over to our blush. I think this is our blush at the moment, but here, if you click on normal, maybe you can see it a little better. Oops, it's very, very light, I would say. Let's say I wanted to make it really prominent, then I can go over here and drag this up so it is very visible. But now it looks like I'm a little sick. So maybe if I change this to this color, I can lower the opacity so it's a little more natural. And what I love to do, what you should always have a practice of doing, is if you go to the media page, you can see people from different genders, from different races. And I really want to emphasize on the point of making your effects, making sure everybody looks good in your effects. So I always like to go to our preview media panel and selecting on the different models and seeing if it looks great on all of the different models. This is fun. This is great. Okay. Going back to my screen. Let's also see by using this same process where you draw on Procreate, you send it over to your computer, you drag and drop, and you replace the textures over here. You'll be able to achieve a look like this. And if you want to change a little bit about it, maybe make this a pink purplish color, or maybe make it green. I don't know, maybe you're trying to go for the Grinch look, or you really love the purple color green. I also think this is a really fun option. But this is how you import a texture. You just drag and drop here, and you go and select all of these things, and all you have to do is go and change the texture. How's everyone following along until now? Let me look at the comments. Geraldine says, that is so cute. I am so glad. Thank you so much. Ooh, a lot of people saying hello. Hi, guys. Thank you for attending the live. Okay. Let's see if I can also change the lips color. I am going to raise the intensity a little bit, and you can see over here on the left panel, being reflected. Let's say I want to use a different blend mode, maybe darken. Ooh. Okay, this gives a little bit of a nude lip feeling, but alternatively, let's go to our iPad page again. If you go to Carol, can we go to our iPad page again? Thank you so much. If you go on the photos section, you can also see, you know how we use the texture for eyeline and eyeshadow? They have a similar thing for lips as well. So I'm going to go to the lips, and number one, I really don't like this color. So let's say I'm going to select the layer, go up here. I think they have a thing called hue, saturation, and colors. I'm going to go over here and change it to like a purplish, maybe a pink. Yeah. What color should we do it? Should we do purple or pink or yellow or orange? Let me know in the comments. Maybe bump up the saturation a little bit so you can see it more clearly. In the meantime, I'm gonna draw a little thing here. You guys have inspired me to do something that's like Pikachu related. After you guys said it, like Pikachu has been on my mind, but I actually don't really know what a Pikachu looks like on the top of my head. I mean, like I have a general image. I know it's yellow and it has a lightning tail, but here, let's go. And then I'll add the signature. Ta-da! And then maybe some cute eyes. What else should I draw here? If you guys have any ideas, please let me know. Does this look like a Pikachu? Maybe I'll write the word Effect House here, because I love our Effect House community. Effect House. And I'll draw our signature mascot, Archie. What else? What else? TikTok chat right now. Ooh, a lot of people are using cute emojis. Maybe I'll draw one of the emojis that people are using right now. It was like the yellow heart one with the red hearts. You guys know this emoji? One final one before we send it over. Ooh, one of the watchers' name is Munsol Candy, and I'll draw a candy there. I'm gonna do a prettier shape. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Now I'm going to share this to our page as again, PNG, going over to my computer page again. Let's see. Drag and drop. Oops. Drag and drop. Nice. I'm going to go under lips, select my new texture, and boom. Do you guys see it on my lips? Maybe it's a little too small. But let me instead apply the normal. Normal's not the way because you can see the white background, but if you were drawing and it didn't have the white outline, yeah. But now you can see how you can swap out assets to create your own makeup effect. Oh, okay. One last final thing. Let's say you wanted to do something that's super creative and super fun. Let's go back to my iPad page. I'll teach you how to add a little cute animations. Going back, selecting our default face so we can draw on it. Let's say I wanted to add a little kitten whiskers here. I'm going to go over and draw on this page. Bum, 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 bum. Little ears as well. Okay, I think this looks cute. But I want to animate it a little. I'm going to go over here, put another layer, and change the color slightly. You don't have to change the color, but I want it to be two different colors and kind of like overlap it closely enough that you think like, oh, those are from the same thing, but it's slightly different. Now what we're going to do is go over here to the top and turn on, I think under Canvas, Animation Assist. So you can see the frames as an animation like this, which is super, super cute. Select this one, and under settings, you can, oh, if you tap on the screen, you can add it as a background. And when you're playing, you can see that this is what the animation will look like, which is like a little ears pointing. Now what I'm going to do is remove the layers, and then I'm going to go over here, click share, and export this as PNG files. Send it over to my computer again. Don't worry, guys. This is the last step of the way. Now that we have these two images, I'm going to teach you something new called animation sequence. Click on the plus button, and under import, there's a thing called texture sequence. And you can't add this by drag and dropping. The only way you can add this is by clicking on the plus icon. If you click the texture sequence and select the two images that you've selected and click it, oh no, the size is too big. I forgot to resize it. Do not worry. We will simply go back to, let me see if I have a resize. We will go back to our iPad screen, and I'm going to go over here, go to, oh yeah, you can see in the gallery that the image is 2000 by 2000, which is a little too big for us. So what I'm going to do is go over to the thing again. I think under, where was it? Maybe under share. No, canvas here. If you click on the canvas again and click canvas information, I think you can change the dimensions. Or can you only change it at when you're starting? Don't worry, we have a website for this. I'm going to create a new tab that says resize image. I think it is here. Oopsie daisies, where did my thing go? Okay. So what I'm going to do is go and select the photos that we've added. Oh, it's not saved here. I'm going to go back to Procreate and save these two to my gallery. Go under image, select images, photo library, select these two images and resize to 1020. Okay. Resize. Download image. Okay, I think it has been resized now. Did it do both though, or was it just one? Let me see. Oh, I think they might have just did one. So let me go back. Another alternative is we can go to the Procreate page, click on the new icon, and when you're beginning, make sure to set the thing as 1020 by 1020, and then going and adding a photo like this. So you don't have to go through the struggle like me, resizing everything. In this case, let me just redraw because it was a super easy thing to draw. Okay. Delete these two and share. Going to the computer. Lastly, I'm going to press on the plus icon, import as texture sequence, these two images. And now you can see that we have something that has a bunch of images stacked on it. And you can see in the preview, those two images changing. So what I'm going to do is, like I showed you earlier, I'm going to go to the plus button, go under face assets and click face sticker. And over here, if you click on the image, you can add the texture that you just added. So it's under animated textures. If you click untitled work, you can see that this has been added. So I'm just going to resize this so that it's bigger. Reshape it to how you like. I think this one looks cute. And done. Now you have something blinking. If you want this to go slower, let's say, you can go under this thing and change frames per second is how many images are you showing in a second. So it's saying that it's changing 12 times. Let's say I do it one, then it will only change every 1 second. So it's a little slower. But let's say I want to go crazy wild, and then I'll push this up to, let's say, 50. Oh, the maximum is 30. 29. Then it'll be moving super, super, super fast. I think it's so fast to a point that we can't see it. But this is what it looks like. This was the tutorial. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you guys followed along. And the question of the day, the last question of the day, what is some tutorial that you want to see? Is it, let's say, more makeup stuff, or it can be something about a game, creating a game, or learning how to make a bracket effect, how to make an effect on the computer? Please let us know. We would absolutely love to know. And maybe we'll do a tutorial that's based on you guys' request. So if you were here and you still followed along till the end, thank you so much for being here. And be sure to leave your post in our forum page as well. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye.